Hey y'all, welcome back to Growing with Ray. So if you didn't watch the last video, I suggest you go watch it. What we did do was go ahead and harvest in the garden, and I'm going to put another picture of everything we harvested. So far I have cut up every single last pepper, and well, I lied. I cut up all the banana peppers, jalapenos, and bell peppers, but not the Cubanelles, because I'm going to probably thinly slice those and fry them. I want the cherry hots to get red because I want to save the seeds. And some of the tomatoes, they'll get handled tomorrow. I picked up the camera tonight because with the things that I have been doing, I got 2 more celeries to cut up and bag and freeze. This is the bag so far. And the great thing about celery is we really don't need a whole lot. So we'll see how it goes this winter. That's usually when we eat it the most. For me, just to toss it into soups and things like that. But what I'm here for is because I got these tomato bags out of the freezer. And I'm just going to be dumping out all the water that came from it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-gallon bags of tomatoes that I need to dump the water out of. And we're going to put it all in this pot, and we're going to let it go ahead and cook overnight and render down. Now, I did attempt to make watermelon jelly, y'all, but it did not set. And I think it's because I did too large of a batch. So, let me know. Am I able to just, well, I should be able to just reheat some of these so it's not filling up the whole pot, and then we'll try to actually be good to go, because I do need to bring it to a boiling temperature, and I didn't originally. But yeah, let's get that going. And then 9 times out of 10, you're going to see me in the morning when we really start working on the tomatoes. For the fresh ones that we have, those are the ones I want to do the crushed tomatoes and salsa with. For these, we're going to be doing the spaghetti sauce and the marinara, okay? All right, see you in a little bit. Y'all, I don't want to forget to tell y'all that I did get out my Vitamix, because we're going to go ahead and blend up these tomatoes before we put it in the pot. This is what the first part of it's already looking like from the Vitamix, and I like it. I mean, it could be a little more minced because there's seeds in it. I don't care. It's already looking like spaghetti sauce to me. So I'm going to get this going. And then after that, yeah, we're going to put it on a low simmer for the night. I thought about doing half in the pot and half in the crock pot. And I haven't decided exactly yet if that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get through these other bags and see what the pot's looking like. Because honestly, we may just go ahead and put it all in one pot. And halfway through the process, before we put in the pasta sauce seasonings, we'll put in the seasonings for the marinara itself, because the pasta sauce is just a few more seasonings, you know. So we'll do the marinara, we'll can up however many of those we want to can up, and then we'll do the pasta sauce, because we eat baked spaghetti and stuff like that, but we don't eat it too often. I think with the amount of tomatoes we have this year, I'm very grateful for it. I don't think I'm going to need to buy any tomato products, because I am going to end up blending some of these tomatoes up to put in the crock pot to make tomato paste. I'm just so thrilled. I really am. But anywho, alright, let me get this done so I can call it a night, y'all. Hey, y'all, okay, so I'm trying to get this lighting good for y'all so that the light ain't always in your way, or at least I'm standing in front of it. But we are on the next day. Let me tell y'all something. This tomato sauce that's going to be spaghetti sauce is, one, going to be thicker than normal, I feel like. But at the same time, it probably won't, because what I have in the crock pot, I'm going to show y'all. You can see it. I'm going to run this through the Vitamix again. But I'm going to also show y'all what's in the crock pot. I'm going to mix them two together. This has honestly cooked from the very top to about here. Y'all can't see. Okay, it has cooked from the top all the way down there. I want to reblend this. And I do want to make sure to get this stuff out of the crock pot. We're going to reblend everything. And as we're blending it, we're going to go ahead and put them in these jars. I forgot what size these are. I don't know, but they're going in the big jars, okay? 24-ounce jars, and they're really more than that. I forgot what they call. They're not pints, though. Are they quarts? I don't know. But anywho, that's what we about to do. So, yeah. Let me see if I can show y'all. I'm going to do y'all a side-by-side comparison. Y'all see it? This is giving more like tomato paste. This is giving spaghetti sauce. And I did leave a lot of the liquid in here. And one thing I've noticed though is with a lot of liquid, it makes the pasta sauce for me super runny. So we're going to mix them two together, reblend it, and we're going to see how many jars we can fill up. If we need more, we'll get more. We got fresh basil right there. We're about to make our seasoning in a little bit. Now this is only my second time making this. And I do want it a little more smoother. If you have a tomato press, I think that'll be perfect because that's what they're for. Another thing is I did not take out the seeds nor the skin. I blended all of that together. So far, no seasonings have been added. The only thing we're going to do to get these jars prepped is to actually add basil in here. So y'all know we picked all of that basil yesterday. So we are going to do about 2 or 3 sprigs in each jar. Maybe 4. I like basil. I'm definitely hoping we got a lot of jars to fill this up. And it's not just these, but again, we shall see. And a good thing with herbs is you want to tear them, not chop them. That helps the essential oils come out of them so much better if you crush them or just tear them versus chopping them. If some of the leaves look small, I'm adding different leaves into it. So I don't know why I thought I needed all this basil, but oh well. Let's get over here and start blending stuff up. So all I'm going to do is bring this over here. Ladle this in here. The consistency I want. Looking really good. We're gonna just pour it in here. And it's really a lot more smoother. The skins, you can tell, are definitely being pulverized as I hoped and wanted. I'm only doing about 3 or 4 ladles of this in here at a time. I'm probably actually going to do about 6 this time. But when watching this, y'all definitely got to be careful to make sure not to burn it. Stir it every so often. So 1 to 6, so about 10 hours of cooking this. That's probably a long time, but I had it on low. You just want it to reduce about halfway, and you should be good to go. When your sauce looks like that, honestly, it's really done. I just wanted to mix these two together because, again, some of these can be marinara, depending on where I put the Italian seasoning for the spaghetti sauce, which will make it a little bit, and some's just going to be spaghetti sauce, if not all of it. You just mix it up to the smooth consistency you want. I'm doing it on high because Vitamixes thrive on being used at their high point. That's the point of them. That's when the engine in it runs better, and that's when it kicks on the cooling fan to give the best performance. So that's what we're going to continue to do. Sage. This is mullein. I'm doing 2 tablespoons of each. Well, actually, I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of, no, I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of each. These are big jars. So we got Mexican oregano. We got thyme. I think I need to run this thyme through the Vitamix. And then we got sage. We're just gonna mix it up. Hands need to be clean, yes. Yes, you do stuff when your hands are clean, y'all. We know this. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run this through the Vitamix. Y'all, I ended up cleaning the Vitamix so that I can go ahead and blend this up. The thyme, that is. So we're gonna do that. Alright, y'all, we done mixed up the thyme to make sure it's smaller. We just mixed up our actual Italian seasoning, and we're going to do a teaspoon of each into each jar. Inch headspace, remove the air bubbles, adjust headspace as needed, wipe rims of jars with damp and clean paper towel, adjust lids and process. Acidification is still required for the pressure carrying option. Follow all the steps and the procedures above for the processing. Okay. So you can use 2 tablespoons of bottled lemon juice at this size. I think these are quarts because I think these are pints and these are half pints. If I'm wrong, y'all let me know if I don't figure it out beforehand. But I need 2 tablespoons of bottled lemon juice. You don't use regular lemons freshly juiced because the acidity levels is different and you need them all to be the same. So that's why you use bottled juice. You'll use 2 tablespoons of that. If you're using pints, you'll use 1 tablespoon of bottled lemon juice. Or you can always do the alternative of 4 tablespoons of vinegar. We're not doing that though. No, a lot of this stuff that I'm doing now is stuff we should have did before putting this sauce in here. These actually are letting me know these need more sauce. Now that mixed up nicely because it ain't a lot of sauce in these bad boys. Extra jar sitting here. I'm going to just put this seasoning inside of it for when we make more pasta sauce. We already got some seasoning for it. What we're about to do is wash this pot, measure out 8 cups, and we're about to bring this watermelon jelly to a boil, a hard boil at that. Y'all, I love this pot. It's a green pan. Never knew of the brand until I bought it. And I ain't saying to go buy it because I ain't buying it for full price. All I'm saying is I like it. If you all are wondering what it is, what kind of pot, because it actually has taken over me using my stock pot. I've been using this a lot more. So let's get the cup measurer. Sorry y'all, I'm loud. I need to empty the dishwasher. Because as I fill this up, I'm going to be washing these so these can be used for pasta. So we're going to get that going. We need 8 cups at a time per the other recipe that I found. So watermelon jelly, y'all. So, whew. It definitely just smells like, I don't know. Okay, watermelon jelly. So I ran across it when I was watching Natasha from Shepherding Farms Homestead, I think is what the channel's called. Because her and her husband had so many watermelons to preserve, and they did sherbets and things like that, and I seen that they made watermelon jelly. And I was like, I ain't never seen that before. That looks cool. And I'm told it tastes like watermelon Jolly Rancher, which also, that sounds good to me. So I did how she did, which I'm going to recommend not to do. Personally, me, I won't be doing it that way anymore. So she used her food processor. And did it like that. I would definitely prefer to just use my coving juicer, and just like that, that's 8 cups quickly. That was quick. This is gonna take a while, y'all. What I'm saying is gonna take a while isn't the fact of bringing it to a boil, because we're gonna do that here in the next few minutes. It's gonna be the fact of cooking all of these. It's a repeated process that we're going to be doing. So we'll come back when it's at a boil and we'll jar it up. Alright, y'all, we have this at a hard boil, which is all we needed. I did go ahead and get the jars from downstairs as well. And as you can tell, I did more than 8 cups because I really want to get this out the way as soon as possible. Sorry, y'all. I was watching Taquisha from our Freedom Song, and I had to go turn that video off because I don't want to miss it. We're going to take the lids off of these pints. I feel like this is a more shareable size. I don't know everything I'm going to do with these watermelon jellies. All I do know is we got them. And I'm all right with that. Okay, okay. If I can find another big ladle, I'm going to be overly ecstatic because that is my go-to. Like, y'all, the way it's my go-to, it's really crazy. So, I'm going to hold it at the top and rim. Now it should set since it did its hard boil. We're definitely going to give it a 1/4 inch head space on here as well. When water bath canning, you only got to do 10 or 15 minutes of this. And then it should be good to go. There's going to be a lot of things I need a water bath can. It's only 10 o'clock. So it's not like I can't get stuff done. Because remember, after this load, we got one more to do. And I honestly don't know what else I could turn it into because I done added pectin into it. So all I can assume is to let it turn into jam. I kind of wish now that I would have not. But I'm saying jam, and the way you actually do this, if you do it in your food processor, it'll be more like jam because you'll have bits and pieces of it. But I also ran it through the juicer, so it'll be like a jelly. And I've seen Natasha's family, they eat it on like crackers. I wonder if it's going to be good like in the morning, the same way I do like my apple butter or my peach butter and stuff. So that's what we'll see. How good it is on things that I like jellies on. I have somebody I know in mind that wants to try it as well. I'm going to try to start pouring it just to try to make this go a little faster. If you don't feel safe doing this, do not do it. I don't recommend trying this at home unless you've been cooking for years, because not everybody is skilled enough to do stuff like these. And it's okay, safety first, because it's hot. So we got a lot of jars filled. Hey y'all, so we are ready to start water bath canning. I am using the same pot. I done cleaned up and got dishes in the dishwasher, everything like that. We got the first round of these going into here. 7 of them. They are about to get the lid on them. Once they start boiling, that's then where I'm going to go ahead and start the timer of it processing For this with added pectin, it's saying to do it for 5 minutes. I'm going to do it for 10 or 15 just so that we're safe. I'm going to also go ahead and get out my other stock pot so that I can do the quart size of these pasta sauces, and we can get those done and out the way as well. And those, I believe, have to process for 40 minutes. No, it was 30 minutes. If it was in pints, it would have been 40 minutes. But since it's not, it's quarts, it's 30 minutes. We're going to get those processed as well. It's almost midnight. I thought I was going to do some other stuff, and I probably am. I think we're going to go ahead and actually jar up the pumpkin butter that I made a while back that's been sitting in the fridge because I just haven't had enough to feel like I need the water bath can. So we're going to do that as well. I did make some pumpkin butter. I do have some cinnamon and such in here. I don't remember if I already mentioned it to y'all or not that I made it for my grandmother. But we're going to go ahead and jar it up so I can process it. And I can get everything processed and stored. This is really knocking stuff off of my list of stuff to process. Y'all will be along the journey. We still have to do a video of us doing actual crushed tomatoes, of marinara sauce. We got breads, English muffins, and bagels to make. We also have oatmeal raisin cookies I want to make, blueberry muffins I want to make. We got cinnamon raisin bagels I want to make. We got blackberry jam to make. We got a good amount of things to make. I don't know when it's going to start that my videos will not be every other day anymore. But for right now, we're going to keep enjoying what it is. I apologize ahead of time for the times that they have been late or later in the evening. Life is really lifing right now. But be bearing with me, and we're going to keep rolling these videos out because we got a lot to do in the garden. I got about 5 videos of different things, from us doing the strawberries to planting the falstings. We got to do the drip irrigation. We're doing a video of just weeding the garden. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another harvest video, 5. I mean, we're going to have more preservation videos. So on top of the things I've already mentioned, we got those to get to. So if that's what you're interested in seeing, continue to stick around on the channel as we get these things going. These are just now warming up. I'll check it in about 5 minutes, see what it looks like, and then start a timer. Y'all, I just thought while that's going, I did go ahead and jar up the pumpkin. We got 3 pints, and the reason I'm drying this up, like I said, I had it in my fridge for a while. Remember when we harvested that Cinderella pumpkin? The first one, not the second one that went bad, but the first one. Yeah, that's what this is. And we're going to have to do a preservation video with these pumpkins because this got a bad spot on it. So this is time to preserve some more. But what I want to do, I also want to get a pot, and I'm probably going to go ahead and wash out the one the pumpkin butter was in. I need to warm up vinegar, half parts vinegar, half parts water, so that I can fill up the jars. And if you're wondering what jars, it's my jars of jalapenos and bell peppers. Because if I'm going to be doing it, I might as well get it all done now, so that tomorrow I can put all of this on my shelf. So we're going to get it all done. These are also going to process the same amount of time as the, it's going to have to be as the pumpkin. The unfortunate thing is, since these are all cold, depending on, well, they may be room temperature by the time the sauce is done, the spaghetti sauce. So that they'll be able to go in the water. But I don't know. We'll see. So I got the lids off. I'm doing half a cup vinegar, half a cup water. I'm gonna bring it to a slow boil, a soft boil. Very small bubbles at the bottom type deal. And then I'm gonna pour them in these jars and we should be good to go. And these should be done and we should be putting the pasta sauces in the stock pot because I still gotta get that out, okay? Alright. Alright, y'all. Y'all, so the water's boiling. Hey Siri, set a 10-minute timer.
10 minutes starting now.
And once that 10-minute timer is done, we will take it out and we will move forward with everything else. This vinegar water mixture is starting to boil as well. And we are